So we're going to look at number 8, and I'm going to do 7 as well. It says the mean is 10. So 12 plus 13 plus 8 plus 10 plus 14 plus 7 plus A plus B divided by how many? Is it 8? Is equal to 10. So what is this sum here? This is 20, 20, 40, 50, 64. What's 64? Well, it's going to be 64 plus A plus B is equal to 8 times 10. So do you see how A plus B is equal to 80 minus 64? A plus B is just going to be equal to what? 16. Okay, that's good. Now what do we do? Emma, what's the next thing we want to look at? The variance. This is the part you're not too keen on, right? That we have to do this. So I'm going to hold this over here. And then I'm going to say, all right, the mean is 10. So you go 12 minus 10 squared plus 13 minus 10 squared plus 8 minus 10 squared plus 10 minus 10, I like that, squared plus 14 minus 10 squared. Come on, so many. 7 minus 10 squared plus, and then the last two, A minus 10 squared plus B minus 10 squared. All over what? How many of those are there? 8 is equal to 8.5. So if you doubled 8.5, what would you get? 17. Double it again, you get 34. Double it again, you get 68. Yeah. So 8 times 8.5 is 68 is equal to 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4, 0 squared is 0, 4 squared is 16, 3 squared is 9, plus A minus 10 squared plus B minus 10 squared. How are we doing? Micah, how are we doing? Good. Now what should we do? What do you think? Yeah, I would add these together. So this is going to be 25 and 8 is 33, 42. So this is going to be 68 minus 42 is equal to A minus 10 squared plus B minus 10 squared. And so 68 minus 42 is 26 is equal to A squared minus 20A plus 100 plus B squared minus 20B plus 100 . So this is going to be 26 minus 200. It's equal to A squared plus B squared minus 20 times A plus B. Oh, but what's A plus B? Huh? 16. So this is going to be negative 174 is equal to A squared plus B squared, and this is going to be negative 20 times 16. Okay, so then this is what is that, 320? So you can take 320 minus 174 equals A squared plus B squared. And 320 minus 174 is 6, 4, 146. 146 equals a squared plus b squared. And then you have a plus b is 16. Could you solve for those? Yeah, I said. So this is going to be 16 squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab. Say that again?
A equals 11, B equals 5.
Oh, and
Way around, but I don't think it matters. Order doesn't matter.
It says that A is less than B.
Oh. Well, then it's the other thing.
right, right. But I want to see how you would solve that. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals 16 squared. And nope, 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 nope. No, this is right. I'm squaring this one. And what is a squared plus b squared equal to? What's that? 146. So what's 16 squared? Is that 256? 256 minus 146 is 0, 110. Okay, so 110 is equal to 2 times 2ab. Wonder if we'll get in trouble if we solve for, like b. This is going to be 55 over a is equal to b. Will this work or not? And so then b is just going to be 16 equals a plus b, which is 55 over a. And so if I multiply everything by a, I get 16a equals a squared plus 55. And then I get a squared minus 16a plus 55. And oh my goodness sakes, 11 and 5. So a is 11 or a is 5. And you know that it's a or b, b or a, b or a. And then you got to go back to the problem, and the problem says given a is less than b. So what's a going to be? A is going to be 5, and b is going to be 11. How'd you like the algebra in that? Isn't that great? What's cool about that, though, is that you need two equations. And so the first equation you get from what? The mean. That's where you get the first one. Where do you get the second one? From the variance. Okay? And then two equations, two unknown. That's just algebra. It was icky, but we could do it. We could do it. Let's go back to number 7 here. A, B, C, D, and E have a mean of 8. Love this problem. Find the mean of 10 minus A, etc. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E, okay, over what? 5 is equal to 8. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 8 times 5 or 40. Hold on to that. Now it says find the mean of 10 minus A plus 10 minus B, 20 minus C plus 20 minus D. Do you see what's coming? Plus 50 minus E. That divided by 5 is going to be equal to something. 10 and 10 is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 50 is 110 minus the quantity of A plus B plus C, D plus E. And of course, those are what? What's A plus B plus C plus D plus E? What is that? 40. So it's 110 minus 40 over 5, which is going to be 70 over 5. 70 divided by 10 is 7 times 2 will be 14. So that's the mean of those. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat how that all comes together? And it's a little bit different than what you've done before, but it's kind of